While it has not yet achieved full international recognition, it has managed to establish informal and formal ties with several countries around the world. Finland, a stable Nordic democracy and a member of the European Union, has for years been known for its strong commitment to development cooperation, education, and transparent governance. On September 6, the Somaliland parliamentary delegation, led by Second Deputy Speaker Lami Ali Hamud Jibril, visited Helsinki to hold official talks with Finland's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Details of the meeting, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. The meeting covered a wide range of topics. First and foremost, the two sides discussed enhancing political dialogue. For Somaliland, every diplomatic engagement counts, as it helps build legitimacy on the international stage. Secondly, they spoke about development cooperation. Finland has expressed willingness to support Somaliland in areas such as infrastructure, education, and governance. One of the highlights was Finland's emphasis on delivering assistance in a transparent and accountable way, something that is crucial for both donor and recipient. In addition, the talks touched on regional stability. The Horn of Africa has been facing challenges ranging from political tensions to security threats, and Finland reaffirmed its readiness to engage in ways that promote peace and sustainable growth in the region. Why this matters, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock. For Somaliland, such meetings are more than symbolic. They provide a lifeline to international engagement. Recognition has been elusive for over 3 decades, yet through strategic diplomacy, Somaliland continues to build a network of partners. Finland's involvement is particularly significant because Nordic countries often play leading roles in humanitarian aid, good governance projects, and mediation efforts in Africa. This engagement therefore signals not only practical cooperation, but also potential advocacy within the European Union. Observers note that Somaliland's ability to secure consistent partnerships with respected countries like Finland strengthens its case for international legitimacy. Expert reactions, 6 o'clock, 7:30. Political analysts welcomed the meeting as a step in the right direction. Some experts point out that Finland's reputation for transparency and efficiency could help Somaliland improve its own governance systems. Others argue that Somaliland should leverage this relationship to attract further partnerships with other European nations. Meanwhile, community leaders in Hargeisa expressed optimism, saying that greater cooperation with countries like Finland will directly benefit ordinary citizens through better education systems, improved infrastructure, and more inclusive political processes. Looking ahead, 7:30, 8:30. So what comes next? According to reports, Somaliland and Finland are expected to draft follow-up frameworks that outline specific areas of cooperation. These include technical training programs, capacity building for parliamentarians, and support for local institutions. The success of this partnership will depend on how effectively both sides implement these agreements in the coming months. Closing 8:30, 9 o'clock. In conclusion, the September 6th meeting between Somaliland and Finland represents more than just a diplomatic handshake. It is a signal of Somaliland's growing international outreach and Finland's commitment to supporting stable governance in Africa. We will continue to follow this story and bring you updates as this partnership develops. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more news from the Horn of Africa and beyond. Somaliland, a territory that has governed itself since 1991, continues to operate without formal recognition from the international community. Despite this, it has earned a reputation for stability, democratic elections, and relative peace in a region often troubled by conflict. Finland, on the other hand, is a respected Nordic nation, known globally for its high-quality education system, transparent governance, and active role in development cooperation. The fact that these two sides came together in Helsinki signals a mutual interest, Somaliland seeking partners who treat it with respect, and Finland looking to support peace and progress in Africa. Leading the Somaliland delegation was Second Deputy Speaker Lami Ali Hamoud Jibril, accompanied by senior parliamentary figures. The agenda was broad but focused: strengthening diplomatic dialogue, expanding development cooperation, exploring ways Finland could assist in institutional capacity building, and discussing the role Somaliland can play in maintaining regional security and stability. According to reports, Finland responded positively, emphasizing transparency, accountability, and long-term planning as key conditions for support. What makes this meeting significant is that it is not only about aid or assistance, it is about recognition of Somaliland's governance, recognition of its stability, and recognition of its determination to engage the world as an equal. Every handshake, every formal dialogue adds weight to Somaliland's diplomatic profile. For Finland, this engagement also carries meaning. By working with Somaliland, Finland is positioning itself as a supporter of grassroots democracy and stability in the Horn of Africa. Nordic countries have a long history of involvement in Africa. Norway and Sweden have frequently funded peace initiatives, while Denmark has provided humanitarian support. Finland now deepens this tradition by engaging Somaliland directly. This is not Somaliland's first link with Europe, but it is part of a larger pattern where smaller principled nations are willing to test the waters before larger powers make their move. Observers argue that if relationships like these grow, they could gradually shift the debate on Somaliland's international recognition. The timing of this meeting is also important. The Horn of Africa is going through turbulent changes. Somalia is still struggling with political instability, Ethiopia is emerging from years of conflict, and Eritrea remains isolated. Against this backdrop, Somaliland presents itself as an island of stability. For European nations like Finland, investing in Somaliland means investing in a potential anchor of peace in a fragile region. Analysts say that this partnership could set an example for other African and European nations looking for reliable allies. Back home in Hargeisa, news of the delegation's visit to Finland was met with optimism. Civil society leaders noted that international engagement often translates into practical opportunities, such as scholarships for students or funding for health and infrastructure projects. Ordinary citizens also expressed hope, with many pointing out that Finland's experience in governance and education could inspire reforms within Somaliland itself. International experts have been quick to comment. Some believe that Finland's step may encourage other EU member states to open their doors to Somaliland. Others suggest that, while recognition remains unlikely, in the short term, consistent partnerships will give Somaliland leverage in future negotiations at the African Union and the United Nations. For Finland, the move enhances its image as a nation committed to supporting democratic values beyond its borders. What can we expect moving forward? Both sides have agreed to explore technical cooperation programs. These include capacity building for parliamentarians, support for women and youth in politics, and improved financial systems to ensure aid is used effectively. If these initiatives are followed through, Somaliland's institutions could emerge stronger and more credible on the world stage. To sum it up, the September 6th meeting between Somaliland and Finland was not just a routine exchange. It was a strategic moment, one that highlighted Somaliland's persistence in seeking global partnerships and Finland's commitment to supporting peace and governance in Africa. The Horn of Africa is watching, Europe is watching, and perhaps the world will take